calling it a love song.
Hey my gemstones, it's Mary Gem and I'm back with another video, and today's video is going to be on how do people see, what are their thoughts about you, like, you know, first impression and all of that jazz as well. We've got songs as well. So yeah, we've got the 6 piles here today. Let's get straight into it. So pile number 1, we've got this yellow moment. Okay, so it's a very like pop of color. It's really pretty. Okay, and then for pile number 2, we got some nuts, we got some berries, and we also got an avocado, and it's on a wooden table. So a healthy moment. Okay, pile number 3, we got an orange peel, an orange background, and like an orange leaf as well. So yeah, orange, you know, warm colors, vitamin C or whatever. Okay, pile number 4, we got a nice blue color, and then we also got a black line going down the middle. So yeah, you know, a 2-dimensional moment. Okay, and then pile number 5, we have a watermelon. You can see the black pips in it, and it's on a white table. You know, summertime and everything. And then pile number 6, we have this really pretty, it's like an off purple color, like purple, gray, like yeah, purple and grayish actually, or like blue even. So yeah guys, these are the 6 piles. Please pick as many as you guys would like. I love you loads, and let's get straight into it. What's up gemstones, let's get straight into reading. So pile number 1, how do people see? Honestly, I'm super excited for this reading. So yeah, you know, I'm channeling the cards again and not the crystals, but yeah, so your overall energy is going to be about time, but it came in reverse. So literally, because this was the first card that like came out, I was like thinking like, should I turn it around? But then I was like, no, like they just keep the energy. So yeah, I kind of feel like sometimes maybe when people first meet you, like they try to change you, or it's like, yeah, I can see some people like, you know, wanting to influence you and people wanting to just like, yeah, change you sometimes, and it's kind of like, nah bro, like you should stay exactly the way you are, you know. So yeah, excuse me. So yeah, your song is Late Lies by Piano Become the Teeth. Honestly, I freaking love this band, guys. Like I don't even freaking know why, but yeah, so another message was coming in was a pile 1. So I heard someone busy saying that like there's something very obvious about you. So you know, maybe you're someone that it's very easy to tell when you like someone, when you don't like someone. And also I heard someone say something like, I can tell like how you truly feel, because when they see, like, okay, this is what I heard. So I heard someone say, whenever I see you alone, I can tell that you actually want to be there. And it's like, damn, okay. So I kind of feel like people feel like you're a very intentional person, you know. So like literally, if you are like, you know, sitting alone somewhere, I can see people seeing you and thinking like, actually you prefer to be alone, you know. Because you know, some people that like, if they're sitting alone, like they look like a loser. Like no tea, no shade, okay guys, I'm just saying what I'm saying, okay. So I just feel like when people see you like, you know, sitting alone, they don't feel like you look like a freaking, like, yeah, like a loser. Like guys, losers, they don't exist, but you know what I mean. I just mean that people feel like you're a very intentional person, you know. So it's kind of like, if you only say things when like you really want to, and like if you really need to, and like you don't feel the need to prove a point to people as well. And like I said, you prefer your own solitude, and yeah, like sometimes you just like sitting by yourself, sometimes you just like, you know, being in your own energy and not really like doing that much with other people. So yeah, we'll get into it now. We've got the no cell service, we've got the I don't care what you think, sorry, 10 of wands, yes bro, the Empress card, oh my god, you're so freaking attractive. Okay, we've got the 4 of swords that came upright, we've got the star card that came upright, and then the 7 of swords. Wow. So definitely you could be an earth sign, an air sign, honestly, an earth or an air sign. You could be a fire sign as well, maybe like a fire sun, like an Aries, Leo, Sag sun, and then the rest of your placements are like literally all earth signs. Like bro, imagine being in like an Aries sun and just having completely earth placements, bro, for real. So it's kind of like you're someone that's very impatient, but at the same time you're someone that's super grounded as well, you know. So I feel like you're someone that knows really how to keep your temper as well, definitely, or at least that's how people see you. So yeah, we got the no cell service and I don't care what you think. Okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, let's start with your song first, then we'll get into how do people see you. But instead you cried the whole way, punching the wheel home, and I forgot his name, but like Billy said, you can't be everything you want to be before your time. And literally your song, I mean your card is about time, guys. Oh my god, definitely synchronicities part one. I feel like if you've been wondering like, are you on the right path, or like maybe you've been feeling very down about something, I really feel like things are going to be looking up very soon, bro, for real. Like the song's called Late Lives, you know, so I feel like you're finally getting through all of your karma, you know, because I feel like sometimes whenever we're doing our karmic work and our healing work, we don't realize how much progress we've made until like, you know, a problem presents itself. So, you know, definitely like, you know, watch yourself the next time something happens that you didn't really expect, because I feel like you're going to be very surprised on how you handle situations now compared to how you did in the past. But anyway, sorry for rambling. Yeah, how do people see you? So okay, let's first start with the About Time that came over us. I get the vibe. I'll link down a video actually. Like there's a movie called About Time. Like maybe you guys will resonate with it. Let me just put the lighting a bit more. Yeah. So I think part one, how people see you is kind of like they see you as someone that really sometimes takes time for granted. You know, I feel like the thing about you is, oh no, you don't take time for granted. But like there's this vibe where it's like maybe sometimes people feel like you're someone that feels like life, like I don't know, maybe you're a very idealistic person or something, but there's this vibe where it's like you're someone that thinks that like there's a lot of time in the world, you know. Or I can see you being someone that's very philosophical, or like you like, you know, saying quotes. Like I can see you being someone that loves quoting things. Like you like saying, you know, very like quote things, very cliche things, and it's kind of like people sometimes feel like, yeah, you're very cliche sometimes. And yeah, well, I can see people like, you know, looking at you and thinking like, oh, like they can just tell like, you know, who you are just by watching you, because I just feel like your first impression, like I feel like it's really like, you know, what you see is what you get, you know. So if someone sees you and you're dressed in all black, like they're thinking, oh, you're probably goth, and then it's like, yep, you actually are goth, you know. So I feel like, you know, how people see you and like, you know, what you show the world compared to who you are like on the inside, I feel like it's pretty much the same person, you know. Because yeah, like for real, I can see you being a very practical person as well, you know, where it's kind of like, you know, say now you were going to the gym and then you had work afterwards. I can see you literally going to the gym in your work clothes or something. Like you're a very practical person, and yeah, it's like what you see, what you get. So it's like, yeah, literally, like if someone sees you like, you know, in gym clothes, like they're gonna say, oh, like do you work out? And it's like, yes, I'm in freaking workout clothes. Like what do you expect, you know? So like this is vibe. It's like something's very obvious about you. So yeah, maybe you make things very obvious. So it's kind of like people get this vibe about you like immediately when they first meet you. And yeah, with the no cell service, people also feel like you're someone that might not be on social media that much. People see you and they're like, oh wow, man, like maybe you're into very old music, you're into very like old school things, like you're very old soul as well. Or even could be someone that is actually just like, you know, older. And it's kind of like people might feel like sometimes you don't always like, you know the new songs. So you don't always keep up to date with like, you know, the newest trends. Like you don't always have the new shoes, the new phones, new whatever. Like I feel like sometimes you're very out of date, or like you're out of, I don't want to say out of style, because I feel like definitely with the Empress card, bro, like clearly people see you as like, you know, being very attractive. They see you as being like, you know, super attractive, beautiful, like, you know, bro, Empress type vibe, you know, like people see you as like feeling yourself and they're feeling you as well, and like loving your energy. But like there is this vibe where it's like you are attractive, but like not in a way where it's like having to keep up with like the latest of trends. And people like that about you, definitely. And I just feel like you're someone that's very, very, very grounded, bro. Especially if you have those earth placements, like I said as well. And like, you know, if you're like, or even could be like an air sun, and then like a bunch of just earth placements as well. And then where it is, I don't care what you think, sorry, people see you as being someone that really doesn't care about, you know, social media. You don't really care about like, you know, things that don't directly affect you as well. I feel like you're someone that's more like, bro, I have important shit to do right now. Like I really don't have time to be freaking, you know, keeping up with the trends. Like I can see people, that's what people see. They see you as someone that's like, you seem like you're way more important, or they feel like you're doing very important work right now, and that's why you don't always maybe go out that much sometimes, or that's why you are the way you are, because it's like you're a very busy person, you know. I just feel like you're someone that really was thrown into the world at a very young age, and it's kind of like you had to adapt and you had to grow up very like quickly, basically. And like it made you develop this thick skin and not really care about people. And that's kind of like, people can say whatever they want to you, but like it won't ever really get to you. And then with the 10 of Wands, I see you as being a very hard worker, bro, for real. Sorry about my dry throat. But yeah, like I really feel like people see you as like, you know, being such a hard worker, but sometimes people feel like you definitely stress yourself out too much, you know, because it just says here, but instead you cried the whole way home punching the wheel, and I forgot his name, you know. So I feel like sometimes maybe you get very frazzled brain. Like you could definitely be pregnant right now, pile number one, and you know, sometimes they say mommy brain, like
it's kind of like when your thoughts get all like jumbled up and you can't really remember like, you know, simple things. So sometimes people feel like whenever you're very stressed out, like maybe you don't always make sense, you ramble, or you just like, yeah, you don't make sense sometimes. Or it's kind of like if you're very stressed out, then it's like you can't really, you know, do anything until you've handled all of your tasks basically. So you might suck at multitasking, and it's kind of like people know that it's like, okay, if you're in the zone, do not disturb them at all because they're busy, like they can't think about anything else, bro, for real. Like this low-key reminds my parents, because my parents are exactly the same. It's like if they're busy, like bro, don't talk to them, don't do nothing, because they're not gonna like reply to you, bro, period. And I feel like people know that they have to definitely respect your space as well, 1000%. Yeah, like I said, you're a very hard worker. And yeah, so you get really stressed out, and I feel like it shows in your body, it shows in your actions as well, definitely, because like you'll actually start crying more. I just feel like you're more sensitive whenever you're very stressed out. And like I said, like it's very obvious, people can really tell like when you're not up to it, like when you're not feeling that good. It's like you can see it on your face, you can see it in your actions as well. And sometimes, like I was saying about having, you can control your temper now, but I feel like in the past maybe people felt like you didn't know how to control your temper, you didn't know how to manage your time, you didn't know a lot of things, and you're like, I don't want to say you were immature, but I think maybe in the past you were very mature. But people kind of feel like now you're more mature, but I feel like low-key you might still be very mature as well, you know, because I can see people talking about you in such a highly way and be like, oh yes, you know, the empress is coming, this beautiful mundane ethereal being like coming down, and then it's like, bitch, you know, Seven of Swords is still like there, you know what I mean? So I feel like sometimes people definitely get carried away where it's like they feel like, I just feel like they put too much on your plate, or it's kind of like they expect too much from you sometimes, and they forget that like, you know, you're still like, you know, you're still you. And like it's similar to like what I said about being thrown into the world like when you're like at a young age, and it's like people forget, because you seem like you're so capable and like you seem like you're okay with the 10 of Wands, it's kind of like you forget that it's like actually they need help, you know, because like just because you can do something alone doesn't mean you should do something alone, you know. But yeah, the Empress card, like I said, you're super attractive. People feel like you're amazing in relationships as well. Like I feel like you're someone that likes building relationships. Yes, bro, for real. Like you like doing things to make your partner happy as well, definitely. I feel like you love pleasing your partner. People feel like, or they feel like if they were in a relationship with you, they feel like you would just make them really happy. Like you would probably make them breakfast in bed, or like you do all the taxes. Like they just feel like you do all the work basically to keep the relationship going, bro. And that's what it's like dating a freaking earth sign, bro. Like they keep the relationship going. Actually, not if it's a Taurus, bro. I'm sorry. No tea, no shade. But Taurus people, bro, oh my god, like you really had to do everything. Oh my god, I'm sorry, guys. No tea, no shade, okay? I'm kidding, but yeah. And then with the Four of Swords, people see you as being someone that's really all about healing your own energy, you know, solitude, and just like doing things by yourself, basically. So you might not always ask for help. Like you prefer doing things by yourself, definitely. And yeah, I feel like also when it comes to beauty and beauty standards, like you don't ever ask for advice when it comes to certain things. Like you could definitely have like a twin, like I was gonna say a twin flame. I mean, yeah, definitely your twin flame could be coming soon, but I was getting like actually like a twin, you know, like a biological twin. Because I remember I read something somewhere, like, you know, Dylan and Cole Sprouse, the twins, and I read something, they said something like they don't talk about work ever because it's like it's just so irrelevant. So I feel like you're someone that's like, I don't know, but I just feel like sometimes you don't talk about certain things just because you feel like it's irrelevant. And Waitress, I forgot his name, you might be someone that's very forgetful, but like Billy said, you can't be everything you want to be before your time, and you know that, like, you know, good things take time, basically. The stalker, people are always having their eye on you and always watching you, and they're like, yeah, people like watching you, bro, for real. Like definitely you might be having a stalker, you know. My last video was who was busy stalking you. I'll link it down below as well, you guys can watch the video, because I definitely feel like people have their eye on you a lot. And then with the Seven of Swords, I feel like also people see you as like, you know, being a bit sneaky sometimes. Like they're like, I feel like I don't know what you get up to, bro, but I feel like there's more than what meets the eye when it comes to you, because I can see people feeling like you might have like a very freaky history, or it's like, yeah, bro, a really freaky history, a spotty history or something. Or maybe you just applied for a job recently and they're kind of like there's gaps in your resume or something, or you've moved schools a lot, or like I don't know, like there's like some things where people are like, you know, I don't know, man, like there's something iffy about you, you know. So maybe like, guys, take what resonates, but I can see people feeling like maybe sometimes on the DL you be doing things that like you don't ever discuss in public, bro, for real. Like I said, because you find it to be irrelevant. So I can see people feeling like you just don't talk about certain things that you do all the time, because it's like you feel like it's not, you know, polite to talk about sometimes. Like it's potty talk or whatever, you know. Maybe you're someone that doesn't like swearing, like ever, but like when you're at home with your friends, then you'll swear, then you'll be yourself. But it's like if you're out in public, like you'll be like, no, bro, like nah, be professional, don't do that, you know. So yeah, pile one, that's what I got for your reading. I really hope that it resonated as well. I love you loads, and let's get into the next one. What's up, number two? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do people see you? Wow, guys. So definitely, like, you could have an F or a C in your name, which is future, or you could have a D in your name as well. But yeah, so this is going to be overall energy of the free churro. So I'll link down the actual episode. Like, there's an episode called Free Churro of Bojack Horseman. You guys can watch it as well. Maybe it'll resonate to you, maybe it won't. But yeah, so your song is Unsteady by Ambassadors. Wow, guys, honestly, I'm pretty sure all the songs, like, for this pal, like for this reading in general, like all the pals, is going to be super sad. Sorry about it, but not really. Okay, so okay, let's see. Like, another message was coming in actually, pal, too. I don't know, maybe you could be Vietnamese, or I don't know, like, I feel like I was getting, like, you could be like a different ethnicity or something, and maybe you moved to a different country or something. Or I got the vibe that it's kind of like, I heard someone saying that definitely, I'm sorry guys, I'm whispering because it's like, there's people all over my house right now busy listening to me. But anyways, I heard someone say something like, you might be someone that's very inspired as well. Like, you could wear glasses, or like you're like wearing sunglasses inside, and like sometimes people feel like you act like you're too cool for school. Like, I heard that coming in, definitely. Like, you know that song, I don't want to go to school, I just want to break the rules. Like, that someone's coming in. Definitely, you could be someone that's not in school right now, or you don't really agree with like the school system sometimes. So I can see people feeling like sometimes you rebel against things. Like, maybe you use narcotics or you use substance sometimes. Definitely, I'm not promoting it on my channel. Don't take it the wrong way. And what else? I was getting something else. Oh yeah, I got someone saying that like maybe sometimes you hang out with people that you don't actually like. Like, I heard someone say like they feel like sometimes you hang out with people but you don't actually like them. Or maybe sometimes you just stand out when it comes to your family or your friends or something. Like, you see your friends looking a certain type of way, and then you show up, and then it's like you're just like completely different to all your friends, Maybe you have a very diverse friend group, and it's just like you already know that, like, you're just like, that friend that sticks out. And people are like, how do you know this person? Like how? So yeah, maybe you have a lot of connections like all around the world as well. But yeah, so we got the 9 plus 10. Okay, ooh, got the good enough card. We got the kissing card, Kissing, King of Wands. Okay, we got the 9 of Pentacles. Yes, Queen. So already I can see you being someone that might be single. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords. Yeah, a huge thinker. Whoa. 10 of Swords and the Page of Wands. Wow, I really do like this energy. So yeah, we got the 9 plus 10, good enough, and then we also got the kissing card. Okay, I'm gonna get into your song, and then we'll get into how do people see you. So it says, hold on to me, cause I'm a little unsteady, bro. 10 of Swords. If you love me, don't let go. Mother, I know that you're tired of being alone, a little unsteady. Damn, guys. Oh, there's so many people in my house, guys. It's so freaking annoying. But yeah, anyway, so the future is going to be your overall energy. So I get the vibe that pal 2 people definitely see you as being someone that is sometimes very negative sometimes. But like, there's a contrary to that as well. Because I feel like with the Ace of Swords, this talks about, starting off, like you have a starting point and you have your ending point, basically, And sorry, let me just take out the Sage, because it's like actually so overpowering right now. Like, definitely, I feel like you guys have such strong energy. Like, all of a sudden, like, the Sage was like doing the most, and I was like, okay, let me just take it out quick. So yeah, anyways, part 2, I feel like people sometimes see you as being, oh yeah, I was talking about the starting point and the ending point, and I feel like, maybe, I don't know how to say this, but I feel like sometimes you're someone that's like, you go through a lot of emotions all the time, period, like literally all the time. Like, I can see you someone that like, bro, I think you should definitely try this. Get a diary, like when you wake up in the morning, write down how you feel, and like just journal, like everything that you do for like the next 24 hours, like literally write down how you feel every 5 minutes, because I feel like I can low-key guarantee that you're gonna feel a different emotion each 5 minutes, because I just feel like you're someone that's very emotional, or it's like I just feel like you're always thinking about new different things, and that could always influence your emotions, basically. So definitely try to monitor the things you watch and like the things you eat and everything, because I feel like it plays a huge role in like who you are as a person. Because I can see people feeling like you're someone that's like, saying how you're busy watching a new TV show, people see you as being someone that's like, if you're watching something, bro, like you end up always adapting that person's characteristics and that person's mannerisms into your life sometimes, or I can see you being some ways like, saying how you read a new self-help book, I can see you really taking those healthy habits and really instilling it in your life as well. But like, it's for the better and for the worse. So it's like, sometimes if you're over consuming things that don't really have any benefit to you, it's like people can sometimes feel like you latch onto things sometimes, or like you get very negative, you get very down, and sometimes people can see you as like, you know, being a bit negative. But like on the contrary side, I feel like also you're someone that can be very positive and really like, you know, just stick through things. Like I can see you being someone that's kind of like, say now you're having a very shitty day, where I can still see you going to work and still, you know, doing what you have to do basically, you know. And yeah, I feel like sometimes people feel like also like you're very strong as well, you know. If something bad happens to you, like you can still, I don't know, communicate effectively and not like lose your head basically. Like that's what I'm busy getting. But yeah, with the 9% in the good enough card, people definitely see you as being someone that is super capable. They just feel like you're someone that's always, you know, trying your best, and like you seem like you're always like, you know, ready for whatever's basically going to be thrown at you. Because I feel like sometimes you have very low expectations, or sometimes you just like, you know, you seem very down and negative, but it's kind of like, it's a good thing though, because I feel like people feel like because you're in this energy of like, you know, who you are, and because you know yourself so well, it's kind of like, yeah, you're ready for anything. That's like, say now you like, I just feel like you're prepared for the worst thing to happen basically. And way to sound a little unsteady, it's kind of like people feel like sometimes you might get a bit insecure sometimes about yourself, or sometimes you doubt yourself, but I feel like it's good because you don't overestimate yourself either, you know. Like it's better to do, like I don't know, but like less is more in a way with your policy. Like that's what I'm busy getting. Like people are saying, bro, less is more. And it's like, yeah, you know, for real. It's like, yeah, like I just feel like you're someone that doesn't do too much when it comes to a lot of things, you know. I feel like you're very attractive, like, you know, by yourself. So it's like you don't need to be, you know, just like doing too much, bro, for real. Like I feel like when it comes to makeup, you're very minimal. You like, you don't do that much to your face because it's like you're very naturally attractive, you know. Or when it comes to your body, it's like you don't have to, you know, work out like, you know, for 4 hours a day. And like if you do that, that's amazing. But I feel like you're someone that's kind of like, oh, people see you as being someone that's like just very blessed when it comes to looks, because it's like you don't have to struggle about like, you know, oh my god, like do I look cute today? It's like people feel like you never have to think about that, or people feel like you don't even think about that, you know. Like literally, I just feel like people see you and they're like, damn, like you probably don't have any worries, or like you don't like, you're so lucky because you don't have to think about like, you know, how you look because you're so attractive, bro, for real. And yeah, with the KISSING, people definitely see you as like, you know, being like a great kisser. They feel like you have amazing lips, bro, for real. And I can see people feeling like damn, man, like I wonder what it would be like to kiss you. And I can definitely see people being very attracted to you when they first meet you as well. Definitely, definitely. And then with the King of Wands, people definitely see you as being someone that's like maybe sometimes a bit masculine. Sorry I'm doing that, bro. Like there's like a freaking ant on my table. But yeah, so with the King of Wands, like I said, like they see you as being someone that sometimes is very masculine. And I feel like maybe, like, yeah, like I was even getting that, was like saying like there's a spider in the room. I can see you being like, it's fine, like I'll kill it. Like I'm sorry if you guys don't believe in killing spiders. I don't kill spiders, bro. But like I can see you being someone that's like, say now everyone in the house is scared, I can see you being like, guys, it's okay, like I'll take care of it, you know. So it's like, yeah, like, you got this whole vibe where it's like, it's okay, I got you type vibe, you know. Like you're there for everybody, you got everyone's back. And like, yeah, you're super chilled, man, like for real. People like hang out with you. Like I just feel like you always keep it 100, bro, for real. Like you're always authentic, you always keep, like, yeah, you always keep it 100. And I feel like you might have a lot of, you know, male or female friends, or like, you know, non-binary, like any gender, but I just feel like you always got along with like, you know, people. I mean, like people of all genders. That's what I'm trying to say. Like no matter what the gender was, like you always got along with them. Like you weren't someone that was kind of like, oh yeah, like I'm just gonna hang out with girls, I'm just gonna hang out with guys, I'm just gonna hang out with this. It's like, no, like you hung out with like whoever. And I just feel like people naturally gravitated towards you because you were such a chilled person. And then with the Knight of Pentacles, it starts talk about being single. So people definitely see you as being single. They're like, damn, bro, like, can I shoot my shot with you? Like, I can see people meeting you and just feeling like, damn, man, like, I want to shoot my shot. Like, can I be with you? And I just feel like people see you as being someone that's happier alone as well. Like, I feel like you really thrive when you're by yourself. Like, definitely, bro. And people are really inspired by that, because it's like, damn, bro, like you make yourself so happy all the time. Like maybe you even take yourself out on dates, or people feel like you seem very self-confident. Like you seem like you're very confident in yourself, and like you're comfortable in your own sexuality, you're comfortable in everything that you do, you know, like you're comfortable in your skin, your own body. And people are like, damn, bro, like that's amazing. The Ace of Swords, like I said, about you having negative thoughts and having positive thoughts as well. So sometimes people feel like you might get a bit overly negative or overly, you know, down. But then as like on the contrary side, I feel like you can really still push things through and really like, you know, get through what you need to do. do what you need to do, you know. It's kind of like, say now, like this reminds me of like this one person I met. Like definitely you could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, any zodiac sign. But I remember I was at this acting class one time, and a workshop, and this dude literally, like, we were busy doing like, you know, acting exercises, and his car literally got broken in while we were busy performing. And I remember he was like, oh, like, I need to go quickly. Then he left for like half an hour. He came back, bro. There was still like 2.5 hours left, or like 3 hours left, and he literally just like, it was like, okay, it's fine. And he carried on, bro. Like, he had to, you know, keep doing the exercises. And it's like, bro, if you've ever been to an acting workshop, you know how intense it is. It's like you have to laugh and cry, like, it's, bro, it's emotional. And like you have to be professional as well. Like you have to, like, you know, do your thing. And it's like, you remind me of them, because because I was really like, damn, bro, like it was really inspiring, because it's like he just came back and like he was alone. He had no one to support him. Like nobody knew anybody. Like everybody was like, ugh. But yeah, a cool person, okay. And then the Page of Wands, people definitely are just like looking at you, and I just feel like you really stand out in the crowd, and I can definitely see strangers remembering you for a long time, because even now I'm thinking about that person, you know, like I still think about them, like, damn, bro, like that was super cool, okay. And I can see people also being like, wow, bro, like, you know, mad respect for whatever you do, you know. You could definitely be someone that's like, you know, an artist or something. You make music. Yeah, I can see people, like, I can see people knowing you because you make music, or you even could be an actor, actress, or whatever. And I can see people saying like, wow, bro, like that's like mad respect for you. Or even could be a nurse, or like, I just feel like people are like, they have a lot of respect for you, bro, for real. And yeah, like I just feel like people see you as like really going far in life, because you have a really good mindset. But it's like you need to make sure that you're really like, you know, feeding yourself, you know, that healthy stuff, this healthy stuff over here in this thing, okay. So yeah, part 2, that's what I got for your reading. I really hope they resonated as well. I love you loads, and let's get into the next one. What's up, number 3? Let's get straight into your reading. So how did people see you? Alrighty, guys, let's get straight into it. So yeah, your overall energy is going to be Sprite and Pie. Alrighty, so immediately I was getting a lot of 2 energy for some reason. So maybe you chose more than one pile, or like the number 2 is very important to you, you know. And 2 talks about communication. It talks about, you know, being in sync, basically. It talks about frequency and stuff like that. So you might be very good at math. Like I was getting that as well. But another mission was coming in pile 3. Like I heard someone saying something like, okay, firstly, bro, like I was getting a lot of sexual energy, but like a lot of sexual energy. So I feel like people find it to be very sexually attractive, and maybe people look at you and they feel like maybe you are very, like, you are sexually active as well. I can see people seeing you and being like, oh yeah, you've had sex before, you know. And like, bro, we do not slut shame here, okay. If you someone that slut shames, don't be on my channel, okay, period, okay. So I can just see people, like, you know, thinking that as well. Like that was a side note. People might feel like, oh, like, are you on birth control or something? I can see people, like, you know, thinking about like your sex life for some reason. And another thing was coming in pile 3. I heard someone say they wonder why you gave that person another chance, because I kind of saw you letting people be in your life even though they kind of hurt you in the past. So I feel like you're someone that's very good at, you know, letting the past stay in the past, and like you allow people, like you give people a lot of second chances, or people feel like it's easy to get one over you sometimes. Like I know that sounded really rude, but like we'll get into it though, because I feel like some people might not always, you know, be that nice when it comes to like meeting you sometimes, you know. So yeah, like I heard someone say like it's easy to get one over you, or like they wonder like, why are you with that person, like why'd you give them a second chance or something. Or I heard some people, like, you know, not agreeing with your lifestyle, not agreeing with something that you said. So yeah, we'll get into it though. So it says no broken hearts. Ooh, definitely, I can already see that coming in. We got the level up card, yes queen, okay, but we just met. We got the 6 of Swords that came up, right? We got the 4 of Pentacles. Wow. The 6 of Wands. Wow, bro. 3 of Cups and the King of Swords. Wow. I'm like surprised that we got these cards for some reason. I don't know why. Like I was expecting the Devil card. Like I don't know. I was like expecting. I was like, and I was like, oh. Like okay then, okay, like I can work with this, you know. So yeah, we got the level up card, and also but we just met. So let's get into it. Let me first start with your sorry, my legs were getting a bit like numb. Let's first start with your song, then we'll get into how do people see you. So No Broken Hearts by Baby Rexha. So it says, no broken hearts in the club, no tears in the club, hop on a plane, don't need no plans, Ain't nobody going home. Sky's the limit in this town. Yes, yes, yes. I love it so much. So with the Sprite and Pie card, I really feel like people see you as being someone that's very ride or die type energy. Like I feel like you're someone that's very spontaneous, and I just feel like you're someone that isn't afraid to really like, you know, start anew, start afresh, and just do things differently, you know. I think you were that person that was in primary school that used to always, I don't know why I always say primary school, bro. Like I don't know, high school, whatever. Like I just feel like you might be someone that's kind of, but you know, in primary school, those people that always used to like, you know, ask for like, you know, a second piece of paper. Like if they made like one mistake, bro, like say now you have a coloring board, bro, for real, I can see you being someone that's like, if you color even like a little bit outside the lines, you'll be like, ma'am, can I get another piece of paper, please? Like like I feel like you were that person, you know. It's like if you make even like a small tiny mistake, it's like you're like, oh, ma'am, like I need paper or something. Or maybe people sometimes see you as like, you know, being a bit of like a mama's boy, mama's girl or something, like that was coming in. But it's very weird because I feel like you might have grown out of that phase very quickly, you know, because I just feel like you were at a certain phase in your life when you were younger or something, and then you kind of like evolved and you grew up more, and like people are like, oh wow, like you grew up into such a sensible, you know, nice person. I mean, with the Six of Wands and the Three of Cups, because I feel like before, you know, you were complaining. It's like this whole country vibe where it's like, I'll link down a song called Older by Sasha, I forgot a lot, some Sasha Lone, I think. But I just feel like maybe you think about, people feel like people are very nostalgic when it comes to you, because I can see people like, you know, looking at you and thinking like, bro, like remember when we used to, you know, worry about boys not taking us back, and now we have to worry about actual adult things. And I can see people just getting very nostalgic when it comes to you. And I just feel like people also feel like for you, like you're such a different person before, or you're such a different person now, because I think before you always used to talk about a certain thing or a certain person, and now you don't even like, you know, mention them at all, you know. Maybe before you were in a serious relationship or something, you know, and like you were really committed to this one person, and I can see you now like not even mentioning them, you don't talk about them, and you just seem like you're way more like, bro, who is that person? Like I'm so with them, like I don't know what you mean, you know. And people are like, damn, bro, like you freaking leveled up. And I just feel like, yeah, people feel like you've really moved on from this relationship or like that past relationship and like toxic relationships in general. And like you kind of know when you're giving too much of yourself to people, and you know when to really like, you know, take a step back and be like, okay, bro, like nah, that's not okay. Because I feel like in the past, maybe you always used to, you know, wait for people to take you back, or you always used to be like, I don't know, like I just feel like you always used to be there for people. And now you're kind of like, bro, there's no broken hearts in the club, like no tears in the club, like bro, we're going on a plane, we're going to Miami, we're doing this, and it's like you're now that fun, you know, person to hang around basically, you know. And like that's super cool. And like, yeah, you know how to have a good time, definitely. And like I said, like something about sex was coming up as well. And then with the level up card, people feel like you've just really leveled up, bro, for real. Like I just feel like excuse me, you were really maybe low vibrational, or like I don't know, but like I feel like there's a vibe where it's like you really have just leveled up, bro, completely. Like I don't know, but like I was getting at the beginning of the reading someone saying like, why are you still with him, why are you still giving the second chances? But I feel like maybe that was like your old energy, and now you're more like you're in the new energy now. Or it's kind of like I feel like you're someone that really struggles with I don't know, you struggle saying goodbye to people sometimes, and people feel like they can definitely tell. But at the same time, I feel like you're someone that like, although you are someone that has such a huge heart, it's kind of like, you know, when you have to take a step back there, you know. And like, yeah, people like that about you. Like I feel like people love it whenever you stand up for yourself, definitely. But there is this level up energy basically, definitely, when it comes to you. Like I just feel like you really grew up, bro, like since like when you were younger. Like you really grew into your face, or you grew into your clothes, you grew into whatever, you know. And like you've grown up a lot, you know. And people are like, damn, like yes, queen. Okay. And then it says, but we just met. Ooh, so I can see you definitely meeting a lot of new people, definitely. And I can see people like, you know, knowing you now, and like people that know you now compared to people that knew you like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, 5 years ago. It's like completely different. So I can see different people seeing you in a different way, because maybe your old friends saw you as like, you know, being a very emotional person, and your new friends see you as like, you know, being like a you know, no broken hearts in the club. Like people see you as being like, you know, like this one that's like, bro, let's have fun, let's go get the shots, let's go out, let's have fun, let's do this, let's do that. And like your old friends saw you as like, you know, being a completely different person. So it's like very contradictory, because yeah, people have different opinions of it, people see you in different ways as well. Or I can see your boss seeing you as like, you know, being such an amazing employee, and then your employees thinking like, bro, what do you mean they're an amazing employee? Have you seen them get drunk? Like I can see people like, you know, like I just feel like you're someone that can work hard, play hard basically, you know. And it's like different people like you for different reasons, 1000%, you know. I feel like you have your different friends as well. Like you have your friends that are like, you know, maybe you have your stoner friends, you have your church friends, you have your school friends. Like I just feel like you have people from all over basically. Or it's like people like you, but if like I feel like maybe people will come to you because it's like, oh, you're good at fashion, and also you're good at giving advice, and also you're good at this. It's like this vibe where it's like this, I don't know, like it's pop, I don't know like how to say it, but it's like this day, like it's this tit for tat energy where it's like give, receive, give, receive, give, receive, and it's really good, you know. It's a good dynamic to be on. So yeah. And the Six of Swords, you're someone that doesn't mind, you know, doing something without knowing where you're going, you know, because, well, the Six of Swords, this person literally doesn't even know where they're busy going, but they're going anyway, you know. I feel like sometimes you're someone that might be very dramatic or something, or, I don't know, but I just feel like people see you as being someone that really doesn't mind packing up and just, like, you know, leaving your life. Like, it says, hop on a plane, don't need no plans. Like, people see you as, like, you know, being someone that doesn't need plans, bro, for real. Like, you might be a very low maintenance person as well, definitely, you know. And you're a very quiet sleeper, like that was coming up, like you do, like whenever you sleep, or you don't snore, you don't do nothing, like you probably even like lay straight, like you don't make that much noise at night or something. Yeah, and like you're really easy to, like, you know, take care of as well. Like you're not someone that's very fussy at all. Like, you know, you're not someone that's like you have a very expensive diet or whatever. Like you're just like very minimalistic. You even could be a minimalist as well. Yeah, ain't nobody going home. I can see you being someone that goes to bed very late as well. Like, yeah, you might go to bed very late. And a side note, I can see you being like a babysitter for someone, and I can see some people being like, bro, I'm not letting you around my kid. And I can see some people saying, bro, definitely you're gonna be like my what is it, my maid of honor or something, you know. Like it's different energies. Like I can see some people saying like they don't want you around their kids because maybe, like I said, you could definitely, you know, be like a huge party girl or something, or people are like, you know, worried that you're gonna influence them about something. Like, yeah, it is what it is. But I can see some people being like, no, we're like, you're such an amazing caregiver for real. Like, I definitely would let you, like, you know, be with my kid. So it's like some people trust you more than others, definitely. The Four of Pentacles, people feel like you keep to yourself. You're very stingy with your money as well. Yeah, I feel like you don't like spending money on things if you don't need to. Definitely. Like if you can find a good deal for something, you'd rather, you know, save money than like just spend money on like things you don't need. But at the same time, I feel like you probably spend money on things that like people feel like it isn't important, but for you it's very important, you know. So it's kind of like sometimes your needs and wants aren't always the same as your friends' need and wants. So maybe your friends are like, bro, like, why don't you buy this new thing? And you're like, bro, this other thing, like that's what I want, you know. And yeah, you keep to yourself, like I said, and I feel like you're someone that tries to balance your thoughts a lot. Definitely. Like you always try to, you know, not judge people by like their appearance as well. I can see you doing that, you know. I can see you having thoughts and being like, oh my word, like I can see you having a judgmental thought and then being like, no, that was wrong, I shouldn't have thought that, and then really taking us, then like, you know, being like, nope, that was wrong, and then changing around afterwards. So yeah. And the Six of Wands, yeah, being in the spotlight, people see you as like, you know, always getting recognition, and I just feel like people always like you for no reason. Or I can see people being a bit envious because it's like they're saying, why does everyone like you so much, bro, for real? Like what's so special about you? Like you always get recognition, people always choose you first. Like I can see people like wondering like, what is it about you, bro? Like is it your hair, is it your skin, is it this, like what is it, bro, for real? Is it your clothes or whatever? Because it's like animals like you, people like you, like bro, what is it about you, bro, for real? Like there's something about you that really sticks out, definitely. The Three of Cups, people see you as like definitely being, okay guys, side note, you know, like I said about like people feeling like you might sleep around or something, but something else was getting, people feel like you love to celebrate, you love to have a good time, you love to really go out with your friends and try new things basically. Yeah, you love spending time with your girls or your whichever genders, you love spending time with your loved ones, definitely. The King of Swords, people see you as being very analytical, yeah. And I just feel like maybe, like I said, you were in a relationship that was very long term and you got hurt, and now you've really moved on, and like you're just really like trying to just like, you know, have fun and like, you know, not think about the things or not think about them anymore. And people feel like that's really cool, you know. They feel like you've really grown a lot from like that past experience, because it is an age where it's like you were heartbroken before and now you're not anymore, and like you just seem like you don't even care about them anymore. Yeah. So like there's a part of you that's like, you know, very cut this heart throat vibe as well. it's kind of like people know that you have a side of you, or like you have that side that's very cutthroat and very heartless, but like for the most part you're a very caring person. But like everyone has their limits, you know. Like there's only so much you can hold on to, bro, for real. You definitely might have watched more than one pile as well, but yeah, pile 3, and that's how people see you. Let me know if the video resonated. I love you loads, and let's get into the next one. What's a pile 4? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do people see you, guys? Honestly, I'm really excited for this reading. I was definitely getting Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, guys, for real. Rising, bro, let me know if you are a rising Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, bro, for real. This is going to be overall energy as well. And remember, like, you know, take a resonance. This is a general reading as well, and you don't have to have these placements as well, but I just feel like people see you as, like, you know, being this. I'll get into it though, for real. But yeah, like I was getting like different messages coming in. Like I heard someone firstly say something like I heard someone say like, damn, you have an amazing ass. Sorry for asking you shouting. I heard someone saying, yeah, damn, you have an amazing ass. I heard someone saying, hi, it's nice to meet you, how are you? And like I got another vibe where it's like someone saying like, say now you're on Twitter, you're on Instagram, or like you're on Tinder or something. I can see someone saying, damn, bro, like you're so pretty, like you're so attractive, like what are you doing on this out, like what are you doing here, you know? Like you could definitely be someone that like maybe you're a waitress and I feel like you're very attractive and people are like, bro, like you're so attractive, like what are you doing being a waitress? Or like that sounded so bad, but like I can see someone saying that. Or like say now you're someone that's like, you know, working in film and I can see someone saying like, oh damn, like you're so attractive, like what are you doing here, you know? So it's kind of like people are like, or like you'll tell them what you do for a living and they're like, what, like you do that for a living? Like I would expect like you're into this, you know? Where it's like either people like are always expecting you to be like, I don't know, like blonde, or it's like a scientist, you know what I mean? So I can see sometimes people feeling like maybe like they're saying like you'll be like, you look so attractive, and then they're like, oh, like, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm studying engineering. They're like, what, you're studying engineering? I thought you were into fashion. And then it's kind of like that stereotype type vibe, you know? Or like vice versa, where it's like people are like just underestimate you, or like sometimes people are just like, oh, you seem so attractive, it's like, what are you doing here type vibe, you know? Like a bit of like that energy. But anyway, so your song is played at by Melanie Martinez. Ooh, guys, I'm definitely getting Aries as well. And like I'm getting a bit of like a lot though. Oh my god, like I was definitely getting Aquarius though. Aquarius, like an Aquarius and a Pisces together. So your cards are, I'm gonna pull back. We've got the Climax card that came up, right? We've got the Death card that came up, right? We've got the Nine of Cups that came up, right? The Hermit card, bro. The Wheel of Fortune, and then also the Nine of Swords. And guys, we've got synchronicities. Actually, we've got the Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords. We've got the Hermit, which is also number 9. And we've got the Wheel of Fortune, number 10. Damn. And also, I'm going to keep on going, but like, wait, my mommy's listening. Okay, yeah, anyway, sorry about that. So let's get into your song first, then we'll get into how people see you. So it says, you call me on the telephone, you feel so far away, there's some games you want to play, I'm walking to your house, it's getting harder to breathe under the sheets with you. Oh my god, bro, for real. Like powerful, I definitely feel like you have this energy about you that it's kind of like people always end up getting crushes on you, bro, for real. Powerful. Like I can just see people meeting you and ending up having feelings for you even when they thought they wouldn't, bro, for real. Like I just feel like people always have this epiphany where it's kind of like, not an epiphany, I just feel like people will spend time with you and like they'll be like, oh yeah, like you're a cool person, but like I'd never date you, you know? I feel like that's what it starts off like. People are like, oh yeah, it's innocent, it doesn't mean anything, but then it's like literally like a year later, or like, you know, a couple years later, or like yeah, I feel like it's like a long time, like it takes a long time for people to like you, and that might sound really rude or whatever, but I can see people like, you know, finding it really hard to like you when they first meet you, but then it's kind of like at the end of the day, like they end up like actually falling for you, bro, for real. Like yeah, like I just feel like I can see people having crushes on you and liking you, but it's kind of like it took a while for them to actually end up liking you, and it's like when they do end up liking you, it's kind of like it hits them like a ton of bricks, bro, for real. Because I kind of feel like you're someone that really tries really hard in all of your relationships, very hard. Like you are someone that's kind of like, you always make the plans, you're always doing this, you're always doing that. Like I just feel like you're always doing things for people, and it's kind of like when you take a step back or whenever you don't do that, it's kind of like people are like, damn, like I missed him, you know? And I can just see you giving people like the opportunity to miss you as well. Definitely, you know, you could definitely be into psychology or something, or you're someone that's kind of like, say now you're dating someone for the first time, like you won't ever just like tell them how you feel on the first date. Like you'll wait 3 years before you say I love you, bro, for real. Or that's how they see you, you know, with like, you know, the Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It's like you seem as someone that doesn't like committing to people, and like you seem as someone that isn't interested in getting to like a serious relationship, basically, you know. and you seem very like individualistic, but you seem very attractive definitely at first glance. Like people are like, damn bro, like you're very attractive, but at the same time they're also like, oh no, but like I don't like you like that, you know. But then it's like they do like you like that. So yeah, I can just see you playing a lot of mind games with people feeling like you're such a mind fuck sometimes, bro, for real. Like bro, you are a fucking mind fuck, okay. But yeah, so yeah bro, for real, like you might be very intelligent as well, definitely very smart, like you have your way with words, definitely. And I feel like that's why people fall for you. Like they won't fall for your looks, because like I said, you're already very attractive, because you know Libra risings, Aquarius, Gemini, you know they're very attractive, like especially if it's rising, bro, for real. Even Aries rising, very attractive people, like any zodiac sign. But yeah, especially if you have these placements. But I feel like people fall for you more so because of like, you know, who you are on the inside more than your looks as well, because it's kind of like people are like, damn bro, like you have a personality too. It's like I just feel like people are always surprised, because it's like they'll meet you and they'll be like, oh yeah, like you seem cool, you're pretty, like yeah, you're attractive, but it's like nothing. And then you open your mouth and then they're like, oh my god, like what, like you're funny too, oh my god, you read as well. And it's kind of like, yes bitch, the fuck, you know what I mean? Like I get that energy. So with that, I'm gonna pull back card. I feel like people see you as being someone that like yeah, like I just feel like you're someone that you read as well. Like I just feel like the vibe is like you read as well. Like I can see people being like, what, like you can read? Like I just feel like you're very smart, and people are always like, you know, taken aback when they find out like actually you're intelligent, you know. And yeah, like I just feel like when people first meet you, they're like, whoa, let me take a step back, man, because I feel like they have to check themselves, because yeah, like bro, I just get the vibe is that people always underestimate you all the time, bro, for real, powerful. And then it's like they have to like actually like take a step back. Yeah, like I feel like this is other people taking a step back when they first meet you. And like yeah, you know, getting a full view of your ass as well, because like I said, your body is popping, bro. People love your body so much, especially your ass. Or like you have mad and very chubby cheeks, and people are like, damn bro, we might be overweight or something, bro. People love that weight, that extra fat on your body. They're like, damn bro, it's so freaking attractive, bro. Especially if you have very chubby cheeks, like they're saying, damn bro. Or like you have very dark eyes, like dark eyes, like bro, like yes, they're like, damn bro, like your eyes could swallow me whole, okay, like damn, okay, yes. And then we got the climax card. Yes, bro, I feel like people always end up, you know, like I said, falling for you. Like even if it doesn't take like it's not immediately, people feel like they could be your friend. Like I can see people meeting you feeling like, wow, like you're gonna be such a great friend, like, I can't wait to be your friend, bro. Like literally the song is called Playdate, but then at the end of the day we find out the song's actually about, you know, this girl having a crush on another girl. So I just feel like people always feel like they're like you as a friend, and then it ends up them liking you more because they find out more about you. So it's kind of like people meet you and then they're like, okay, they're over here, you know, like say now the ball goes up to you. Okay, let me try and explain this better. So here's the ball, right? And people meet you and they're like, okay, and then you start talking, they get to know you more, and then it just keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up, like literally, bro, for real. Like I just feel like that's how people feel, like that's how they see you. It's like at first like they have no like yeah, I just feel like yeah bro, like it always ends up, you know, getting a climax where they're like, oh my god, I'm in love with you, I like you so much, you know. Yeah, or people always talk highly about you behind your back as well, definitely, bro. I already made a video on what do people say about you, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'll link it down below. But yeah, I did make a video on that. So I just feel like people talk about you, but like they don't say bad things about you behind your back. If you ever wonder about that, like bro, definitely do not take anything personally, like about powerful. Like if people talk about you, bro, it's nothing personal. People say nice things about you, bro, for real. I can see you getting good recommendations for work and everything. So yeah. And then with the death card, people definitely see you as being someone where it's kind of like you really change a lot of things about yourself as well, you know. I feel like if you're someone that's like, maybe you were in a job for like, you know, 10 years, and I can see you being like, wow man, like I don't like this job, I don't want to do it anymore, like I want to do something different. I can see you being okay, I'm gonna do it, and you just do it, bro, for real. And people are like, what the fuck, you know. Or people see you as like, you know, being very ballsy, very like, if you say you're gonna do something, you're gonna do it, you know. Or like people just feel like you're unafraid of change, basically, you know. And I feel like also you aren't afraid to really like, you know, hurt people's feelings, but like not in a bad way. But I just feel like you're someone that's kind of like, you know, that like you can't hold everything in, basically, you know. I feel like you're someone that's kind of like, if you have a crush on someone, you're gonna tell them, like you can't keep it to yourself as well. And like you'll let them know, you know. And I feel like you don't even mind being friends with your crushes, definitely, you know. Or like you handle rejection very well. Like if you ask someone out and they reject you, I can see you being like, okay, it's fine, and then still going on like nothing happened, basically. And they're like, damn, like you handled that so well, and then they end up liking you afterwards, bro, for real. Yeah, bro. Like, watch someone who rejected you in the past come back and like actually ask you out, bro. Like, tell me if that happened or it's gonna happen very soon, bro. Definitely. And then a couple people see you as being content. You know, you're happy with yourself, bro. For real. Yeah, you're happy with yourself. If you have any insecurities about yourself, I feel like you try to always like, you know, fix it. Like, you know, you'll get work done, or like you'll just be like, okay, like you'll practice at love or like whatever. Like, if you are insecure about something, you will try to fix it. Period. Like, yeah, bro, like I said, being content, you're happy with yourself. I feel like people see you as being someone that has like, you know, huge dreams, aspirations, desires and everything. Yeah, desires. Like, I linked down a song called Desires by DJ Loaf. Like, I'ma live life, I'm gonna get what I desire. I forgot the rest of the words in the song, but yeah. And then we got the hermit card. People feel like you're someone that really likes your own solitude, you like being by yourself. Like, you definitely could be a homebody, definitely, you know. Like, instead of going out, you know, to a party, like, you'd be like, nah, bro, like, I'd rather stay home. Or like, if you hang out with your friends, I feel like sometimes you always do the same thing over and over again. Like, if your friend comes over, you guys just watch movies and eat snacks all the time. Like, that's all you do. And I can see people feeling like sometimes maybe like you're a bit lazy. Sometimes they're saying like, bro, that's all you do. Like, you just like watch movies all day. But then it's like, with the death card, then like, oh shit, and actually, you know, you don't do that. Like, you're doing a lot, you know, behind the scenes. With the Wheel of Fortune, you know. And I can just see things really changing in your favor a lot, definitely. And yeah, people see you as being very unpredictable. Like, I just feel like you really went through a huge transformation, bro, for real. A really good transformation. And I feel like people feel like you're making so many good decisions for your life as well, you know. It's like they just see you as being a very lucky person. Very lucky. And I feel like you are someone that always tries to follow the rules, definitely, you know. Like, if you're a driver, like, you always follow the rules of the road, bro, for real. Like, you go to the speed limit. Like, you don't ever, like, say now you at the bank or something and you find an extra 50 rand or something. I can see you going back and being like, I'm sorry, excuse me, like, this money doesn't belong to me, can you please give it back to the owner, you know. And it's like, other people would be like, bro, why did you keep it for yourself? And you're like, no, bro, like, that's wrong. And I just feel like you have such like a strong moral compass, definitely, bro, for real. And like, I can see you being like a huge MacGyver. Like, you know, people feel like if they had to be stranded on an island with anybody, they would pick you. One, because, you know, you'd just be fun to like hang around with. And two, because they feel like, you know, they actually would only survive if you were there, basically, you know. Because maybe you know how to make a fire or something, or like you have a lot of life experience. And I feel like that's why people like you as well. Yeah, I feel like you have a lot of life experience. And then with the Nine of Swords, people definitely see you as being someone that also is like, you know, very deeply emotional, bro, for real. Deeply emotional. I feel like you're someone that you put your heart, your soul, and everything into everything that you do as well. And it's kind of like it always leaves you depleted at the end of the day. So I feel like people see you as being an introvert and someone that definitely has a battery, bro. Like, you know, a human-sized battery was kind of like, if you spend too much time, you know, giving and being with people too long, then it's kind of like you always end up being depleted and like not having any energy, you know. Or it's like, if you wake up in the morning, sometimes you're very crabby in the morning if you haven't had your coffee yet, you know. And yeah, I can see that happening. And people feeling like, yeah, remember to take breaks as well. I remember that. Or people feel like sometimes you cry, or people can see it in your eyes that it's like you seem like you were crying, but like you seem like you're not okay. Sometimes. But I just feel like ever since then, like, you know, maybe you hit, okay guys, this might go a bit deep, powerful, but I feel like maybe at a point, like I won't go too deep, because I know sometimes pick card readings can just be, you know, an escapism, but like sometimes people like, you know, the deep shit. So if you like deep shit, here it is, but not that deep. Okay, anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling. I was just gonna say, basically, like, you might be someone that like you really hit rock bottom, like, you know, maybe a few weeks ago, or like maybe in a few days ago, or like right now you are at your rock bottom, like, you know, you're at your lowest point, like you're like, bro, I can't look forward anymore, I can't move forward, I don't know where I am in life right now, like I'm so tired, like I don't know what to do with my life right now. And then, excuse me, I can see people really like, you know, seeing that. They can see like, bro, like you look like you're tired, like you look like you're exhausted, bro, like you look tired, like you look sad, bro. I can see people saying that, and that might sound awful, but I can see you making decisions that are like very good for you though. I can see you being in that low point and being like, okay, you know what, I'm really like really depressed right now, but like I need to get up and I need to go take a shower because I know it's gonna make me feel better. Or I know I need to do it because I haven't done it in a week, you know. And I can see you making a decision that's very good for your health, you know, good for you as well. And people feel like, you know, when times are tough, bro, it's like you really know when to get your shit together and be like, okay, bro, like I need to get this shit done. I need to make this for myself. I need to do this for my own happiness, you know. And it's like, damn, bro, okay, yes. And I just feel like people are seeing you making decisions for your life that are so good, bro, and so healthy as well, you know. Yeah, so healthy, bro, so good. And it's like sometimes you do fall back in that pattern of like, you know, doing things that like, you know, are a bit self-destructive. But I feel like that's only some days, you know. And it's like not everybody's perfect. Like not every day is going to be like, you know, the best. And I just feel like sometimes people catch you on your off days and like they'll be like, oh damn, like you were like really, guys, I don't want to be rude, but like I can see people saying like, damn, like you were being a bitch, bro, like you were being so rude that day. But then it's kind of like the next time they see you, then they're like, oh my gosh, like I'm so sorry about that, like I just was so like I hadn't had any sleep, I hadn't slept in 4 days. Or I can see you just like, you know, being someone that's kind of like, if you're having a bad day, you're having a bad day. And I feel like you don't mind showing that to people, you know. Like you will show the highs and the lows of life, bro. Complete, like you'll show your good side and you'll show your bad side. And it's not you trying to like withhold anything. They're both you, you know. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're sad. And it's kind of like, yeah, like I said, sometimes you wake up in the morning and you woke up on the wrong side of the bed and like you'll be in a crappy mood and that's it, you know. So yeah, like that's what I'm busy getting powerful. Like let me know if the video resonated. I love you loads. Okay, don't kill me. I love you, I love you, I love you. Mwah. Okay, yeah, let's get into the next one. What's up, Pound 5? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do people see you? Honestly, I'm super excited for this reading. So your overall energy is going to be the Win and Quan card, and I'll see if I can link down a Malta fandom or something about them because I freaking love this couple, like bro, for real. Like, they're so freaking cute. So yeah, like something else was coming in the reading as well. I heard someone saying that like it was weird, bro. Like I saw someone looking at you, like looking at you in your eyes. Like you might have beautiful eyes as well. Like maybe you have blue eyes, green eyes or something. And I saw someone looking in your eyes and then being like seeing the ocean, bro. Like literally I saw someone looking at you being like, wow, like they just saw ocean. Like I'll link down Ocean Eyes as well, definitely the song, like so beautiful. And I don't know, like maybe you have a beach on the ocean, or like you're thinking about living on the beach one day, like you're thinking about like Hawaii, or you're thinking about the beach or going to the beach or something, or ice skating. And I can see just like cold and like the beach, and I can see sand, and I see like a beach on the house. Yeah, bro, for real. And I can see people saying also like how much, like wondering how much money you make as well for some reason. So when people first meet you, they feel like you might have like a very nice expensive house on the beach, and they wonder like how much money you have as well. Or like people are like, damn, like you must make a lot of money, you know. And I can see people meeting you and feeling like you come from such a nice family. Like you might come from a very wealthy family or something, or it looks like that at least. And I can see people saying like, wow, like your family seems like they're so rich and well off as well, you know. Or maybe in your family it's kind of like maybe you have a family of like plumbing, and like all of you guys do plumbing as well, and then it's kind of like it runs in the family, and like you have a family business as well, and like maybe the family business is going to be passed on down to you. That was very specific, so I feel like only some of you guys will resonate with that, but something along the lines of like your path has always been laid out for you, basically, you know. Yeah, because like it was nice though. Like I just saw you living like on a beach, bro. Like I was like, damn, like that sounded so nice. So yeah, Fall 5, let's get into it. So your song is My Reality by Amina. Ooh, yes. Bro, I knew it. Yes, My Reality. Like I definitely feel like Power 5, you might be manifesting your reality right now, bro. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay, I promise you. I love you. It's gonna happen. Okay, so we got we checked you out, boo. We got the energetic type. Okay, we got the Page of Cups. Yes, bro, you're gonna be surprised. We got the Emperor card, Aries. Okay. We got the 5 of Cups. We got the 7 of Wands, we got the Queen of Cups, and also the 2 of Wands. You guys literally got the most cards, literally, Power 5, yeah. So I can literally hear the song where it's like, it's my reality. Okay. Let's get into your song, okay? Because it's clearly calling out to me. So it says, my reality is my fantasy. I know I'm so gone. When there's nothing wrong, my problems are gone. Can I feel myself? I always did what the fuck I wanted, period, Power 5. So yeah, let's get into the Win and Quan card. So people definitely see you as being someone that's very intelligent. I feel like maybe when you were in school you always got very high marks, you know, you seem very intelligent, or that's how they saw you. They saw you as being someone that's like I said, very like, you know, model student, come from a good family, you're gonna live a good life, you're gonna, you know, like I just feel like people always felt like, you know, you seem very like, you know, well off, or like you seem like you really had a good start on wherever you were going, you know. Maybe you were thinking about studying I don't know, I just think like maybe you're thinking about studying tourism, and it's kind of like you took tourism in high school as well, so it's kind of like it helped you, you know. Or people feel like you might have had like an upper hand when it comes to certain things, you know. Like I can see some people feeling like there's a bit of nepotism in your life sometimes, you know, where it's like maybe you got a job in a place or an area somewhere. I can see people saying like, oh, like you just got the job because of your parents, or you just got the job because of this, you know. And I can see some people being like a bit envious because of your job, because of your life sometimes. So definitely be aware of that as well, you know. And I can see also you being someone that definitely like you might be like speak more than one language as well, definitely. And I can see people also feeling like you're someone that I don't know, but it's kind of like whenever you let loose, you really let loose, bro, definitely. Maybe it's kind of like I can see people like, you know, still remembering like maybe you aren't 21 yet, or like I don't know what the legal drinking age is in your country or in your wherever, but I can see you getting drunk and then literally just being like such a freaking a lightweight, bro, for real, or like you're like a crazy drunk, bro. Like I can see that happening. Or it's like whenever you go out with your friends, or like whenever you're having like whenever you're having a good time and you're letting your hair down or whatever, I can just see you really like, you know, just like doing the most, being really extra, and like freaking just doing whatever the F you want, bro, for real, and like not really caring about like, you know, who's looking at you or something. Or it's kind of like maybe you've always like never had a filter when it came to anything, and I can see people feeling like you're so freaking like confident in yourself, you know. I can see you having an introvert best friend, and kind of like just like taking them under your wing and being like that, you know. Well, I just feel like I can see you being like someone that really doesn't like, you like standing up for people, you like, yeah, you like caring about people you love. Like I don't know, like I'm even getting something about like someone seeing you, and like maybe you like experiments, like you like say now you meet someone and like they aren't good for you or something, you know. I can see you being like I can see you just like you like, I don't want to say fixing people, but like maybe people feel like sometimes you do that, you know. Like people feel like, yeah, like literally I feel like people feel like sometimes you see people as projects. Like sometimes you like meeting people that like, you know, aren't, I don't know how to say it, but like aren't it, and then it's kind of like you like helping them and molding them and taking them under your wing, basically, you know. Like that's what I'm busy getting, pile 5. So yeah, but anyways, so where it says we checked you out, bro, I definitely feel like people are checking you out, bro. Like I can see you walking by and people being like, damn, like you're so attractive, like, you know, where's your number at booth? And like, let me get that, let me hit that, okay? So people are always checking you out. People feel like you're very attractive, you know. And I just feel like you seem like someone that's very kind as well, definitely. I feel like you have amazing table manners and amazing body as well, and I can see you walking in like a straight line or something. Or I just feel like you have a very like, you know, sexy hard walk about you. Like you'll walk and you'll be like walking like all seductively or something, or people like, you know, turn it into something seductive even if it isn't seductive. You might even definitely wear headgear as well, definitely. Like yeah, you could definitely be someone that is very spiritual as well. I can see you wearing headgear for spiritual practices as well. Or like say now you are a witch or something, I can see you doing like, you know, your magic and everything in public, and you don't mind if people see it either, you know. Like yeah, you don't mind if people see you manifesting, you don't mind if people see you, you know, doing your spells and everything. Like you don't have anything to hide, basically, you know. Or like whenever you go out, if you wear a bra, I feel like if you have boobs, I feel like you don't wear a bra when you go out, bro. Like you're just like, bro, I don't really care, like it's my body, it is what it is, you know. And people are like, yes, okay. So like yeah, or like you like wearing like, you know, sheer material where people can see your boobs or something. But I can definitely see people checking you out, bro, like nonetheless, bro, like for real. And yeah, it says the energetic type vibe, so you could definitely be someone that's really energetic. Yeah, like you could be really addicted to coke or something, like not the drug, I mean. I'm sorry, I don't know why I was laughing, guys, I'm so sorry. I feel like you could be like addicted to cool drink, I mean, I was gonna say that. Like you could definitely be addicted to cool drink or something, or you might actually struggle with addiction though, like that's very serious. But I feel like yeah, you might have like a bit of addiction issues, or it's kind of like yeah, you really like cool drink, like you like sweet things, you like desserts, you like things that are like, you know, sweet and savory, like you like the finer things in life, basically. And people definitely see you as being someone that's very spiritual, because I just feel like they can tell either by like how you dress, how you act, or you actually like, you know, you tell people, you show people, you know. Like I can see you being like, bro, look at all my spells, like look at all my magic books, look at all my tarot cards, look at all my this. And then people like just being like, oh wow, like, you know, some people are like, oh wow, other people are like, you know what I mean. Like some people are with it, some people aren't with it, you know. But And yeah, then we also got the Page of Cups that came up, right? So I feel like people see you as definitely being full of surprises, definitely, you know. Especially if you are a tarot reader. I can see you doing a reading for a friend and then being like, bro, that was so accurate, man. How did you know that about me? Or I just feel like you're very good at reading people's body language and reading the room, basically, you know. I feel like you're someone that knows what people are thinking because you're very intuitive as well. And it's kind of like, yeah, you just know what people like, you know. So it's kind of like, say now you're busy sleeping with someone, I can see you knowing what they would like, so you do that as well, you know. Or yeah, like I'm getting like you have a cheat code or something, or maybe you're very good at board games. Like I feel like I can see you playing Monopoly 30 seconds and like you're just very good at it, bro, for real. And I can see some people saying like, bro, like I'm not gonna play against you again because like you cheat or something, you know. Like you remind me of like Zathura for some reason, the movie. I'll link it down below, you guys should watch it as well. But yeah, that's coming up. And maybe you have a pet rabbit or something. I can see you having a pet, but yeah, pet rabbit was coming up. Or like you're into like, you know, veterinarian things. And maybe you love sushi as well, like you love saving the planet and everything. I can see you really like, you know, telling people like, you know, save the planet, reduce, reuse, stock. I can see you like, you know, telling people like that type of stuff as well. And then with the Emperor card, people definitely see you as being someone that's all about authority, bro. Or like I can see people being very intimidated by you when they first meet you, bro, for real, because it's like Aries energy, bro, Emperor ass energy, okay? Yeah, they see you as just like, you know, being very in control, seeming like sometimes maybe a bit bossy, but mostly just like very sure of yourself, basically, you know. I just feel like your energy is very intense and it's kind of like it's hard to miss you. Maybe you have an afro and it's kind of like it's actually physically hard to miss you or something, you know. But yeah, I can see people always wanting to be your friend, wanting to be on your team as well. Like, you know, in high school when you had to choose for volleyball, you had to choose or dodgeball, you had to choose a team. I can see people being like, oh well, like choose me, pick me, pick me. I can see people like wanting you to choose them and like wanting you to look at them, pay attention to them. So definitely pile 5, somebody wants your attention, and I'll make a separate video on who wants your attention as well. And then it says the 5 of Cups. It says my reality is my fantasy. I know I'm so gone and there's nothing wrong. My problems are gone. Can I feel myself? The 5 of Cups, this talks about being disappointed in yourself. I feel like sometimes people feel like you definitely hold yourself to a very high standard, you know. And I feel like, bro, I remember I read this somewhere. They said something like, the way you speak to other people is a reflection of how you speak to yourself, and vice versa, you know. It's like, you know, sometimes we talk to ourselves, and I feel like sometimes we can be our harshest critics in the entire world, bro, for real. Like maybe you hold yourself to such a high standard, and it's kind of like, think about, imagine saying that to like your 10-year-old self, imagine saying that to someone else, bro. It's kind of like it doesn't flow, you know. Like say now you were telling it, like say now I'm trying to think of an example. Say now you okay, you failed your biology test. Okay, you failed your biology test now, and it's kind of like, oh my god, like that was awful, like man, I suck, I shouldn't have done that, oh my god. Like I can see you really like, you know, doing that sometimes. And it's kind of like, imagine now your friend told you, hey babe, I failed my biology test, and then what would you tell them? Like you wouldn't tell them, bro, you suck, you're awful. Like you wouldn't tell them that. And if you do tell them that, okay, then that's cool for you, but that's not the point I'm trying to make, okay? I can just see you really holding yourself to a very high standard, and I just feel like people can see that you really do put too much strain on yourself to be perfect, or you put too much strain on yourself to be like, you know, this perfect person. Definitely, bro. Yeah, 100%. And give yourself more credit, you know, feel yourself more, bro. Like I feel like it's saying, you know, you need to masturbate more. Like bro, masturbate more or something, bro. Like, you know, pleasure yourself sometimes. Maybe you don't masturbate or you've never done it before, bro. Try it. Maybe you'll like it, okay? Try new things in the bedroom as well. Definitely, you know, maybe if you have a partner, I can see them being like, bro, can we try a different position, because I'm tired of missionary, I'm tired of doggy, like I want to try something new. That was a side note, okay, pile 5. But yeah, the 7 of Wands, people see you as being such a freaking hard worker, bro, for real. Like bro, you are a hard worker, you do enough, you are loved, and people love you back, okay, period, bro, for real, okay? They see you as being someone that struggles moving on from sometimes, you know, because like I said, I feel like sometimes you really hold yourself to a very high standard. But yeah, you work on yourself, you work on other people, and like you like I said, molding people, fixing people sometimes. And yeah, hard worker. Queen of Cups, people see you as being a very sensitive person as well, definitely, but like you have such a beautiful soul, bro, for real. I can see people saying like, wow, like no, they have such a beautiful soul, like they genuinely are such an amazing person. And it's kind of like people can tell your intentions just off like how you are and how you act, basically, because you can truly see it from your face, bro, for real. Because you have such pure intentions, pure intentions, bro. You're a supportive and loving partner all the time, and you might be someone that loves cooking or baking or something as well. And like, yeah, you like staring off into the distance. I feel like sometimes you love manifesting. Yeah, you love manifesting. Like maybe you were like someone that was very obsessed with Matilda, you were very obsessed with Harry Potter. Like I can see you being very obsessed with, like, you know, sci-fi movies and like, you know, fantasy movies, and then it's kind of like you ended up realizing that it's like, oh shit, man, like we can actually do that in real life, you know. Like, yeah, bro. Or like you're very into cosplay, like you might be into Star Trek, Star Wars and everything. Like, yeah, you take your cosplay very seriously, bro, for real. Or like you love dressing up, like, you know, in nice dresses, fancy dresses. So yeah, and the Two of Wands, you're someone that also feels like sometimes maybe you don't always reach out to your friends and family sometimes, you know. So people sometimes see you as like, you know, taking very long to reply to people. Like definitely, yeah, people feel like you don't always reply sometimes, and like it makes them sad. They're like, oh man, like why don't you talk to me anymore? Like I thought we were like close. Like why do you take so long to reply to me? And yeah, people see you as being very patient, but like sometimes they feel like you wait too long for some things. Like they're saying sometimes you really have to just, like, you know, grab life by the horns and really just take her, you know. If you want something, you gotta go after it, you know. Because I feel like you're someone that you love manifesting, but I feel like at the same time it's saying, you know, manifesting is awesome, but like it's saying also, like, you know, you should do more as well, you know. Like maybe you're afraid to, you know, say something, do something, and it's really saying, you know, just go after it, bro. It says, I always did what the fuck I wanted, bro. Do whatever the fuck you want, okay, period. As long as it's not hurting anybody. So yeah, pile 5, that's what I got for your reading. I really hope the video resonated. I love you loads, and let's get into the next one. What's up, pile number 6? Let's get straight into your reading. So how do people see you already, guys? Oh my god, like when I tell you I got some intense ass energy, pile 6, I got some intense ass motherfucking energy, okay? So yeah, short film is going to be your overall energy. Maybe you're into filming or something, or like you like short films or something. Maybe I'll see if like a short film comes up and I'll link it down below. Definitely like, or right off the bat I'm thinking like Strangers again, but like maybe not, but like I'll link it down below anyways. But yeah, like how do people see you? So your song is Unsaid Ways, bro. Oh my god, Unsaid Ways by Olivia Ruby. I said oh my god because literally I'm gonna say your channel message now, because I literally, I'm not even kidding you, bro. I heard someone say I heard so much stuff. Like firstly I heard someone saying like be careful. Maybe you're thinking about doing something that's very dangerous. Please be careful, guys. Make sure like you're okay, you're safe and everything. You know, always double check everything, bro. Like that's all I'm gonna say. Something about be careful, bro, you know, when it comes to certain things. Secondly, I heard someone saying something like, oh my god, it was like a sweet message though. Like I'm gonna link down a song called World War 3 by Ruth B as well, because that song came up as well. And I heard someone saying I heard someone saying like, okay, this is what I heard word for word. I always grew up thinking that things had to be a certain type of way, but when I met you, I realized that things are way more blurry, and there are so many more blurry lines in the world, you know? Like, I think this person might be trying to say something like, I don't know, but I feel like you might influence a lot of people in your life sometimes, and I feel like you do it in a very subtle way, you know? Maybe you're someone that's kind of like, it's so hard to say, bro. Okay, sorry about that, but like I just feel like maybe you're someone that kind of believes a certain thing, and I can just see you trying, I don't know how to say this, bro. It's similar to like, you know, Santa Claus. Like, you know, when you were younger and we used to believe in Santa Claus, and then our moms and dads or our parents or our guardians would always, like, you know, make us write down what we want for Christmas, or we'd have to go sit on Santa's lap. And it's kind of like, yeah, that type of thing where it's kind of like, I don't know, it just felt like I was getting Christmas for some reason. But and then I also heard a message, someone saying some things are better left unsaid. And then when I said unsaid ways, I was like, damn, bro, like there's so many synchronicities, because I don't know, it just feels like a lot of things are happening to you, bro, for real, past 6. And I just felt like yeah, I just feel like you have a very large influence, and it's bigger than you seem. It's bigger than you think, bro, for real. And I feel like you need to realize that actually you have a way bigger impact than you realize on people, for real, bro. I'll make a video on what impact do I have on people, because I really feel like I can see someone, bro, having a tattoo of your name somewhere, or I can see someone, like, being somewhere in your life because of you. And like, I just feel like you've really influenced certain people, and it's kind of like maybe you smiled at one person, because you did that they fucking, like, they're still here today, or it's like maybe you help someone with money, and it's kind of like now they have their own business or something, and I really feel like your words go such a long way. So truly, bro, kindness is key. Okay, so let's get into it. So we got the that hurt, lol, eep eep eep. We got the bucket list, we got talking to my friends. You guys got the most cards, pile 6 as well. Okay, we got the Knight of Pentacles, we got the 7 of Pentacles, so we got a lot of Earth sign energy. Definitely you could be an Earth sign. The 9 of Wands, we got the 4 of Cups, and then the Hangman, Scorpionic energy as well. I'm busy getting. So let me first show you the cards. So we got the that hurt and the bucket list. Definitely I can see you having one thing on your bucket list, and definitely saying, bro, if you don't have a bucket list, write it down, bro. Write down a bucket list and try to freaking do that stuff as well, Sorry for swearing so much, guys. I think it's because it's late at night, and like when it's late I swear sometimes. But it is what it is. So let's get into your song. Okay, Unsaid Ways. I'm really excited now for some reason. So it says, I love you. I have a funny way of saying I love you. I have a funny way of saying, like the way I look at you from the corner of my eyes. I love you in 1,000 unsaid ways. I will be your rain, or I'll be your rain. Oh, that's sweet, bro. And then we also got the short form card that I didn't show you guys. So yeah, and literally my entire house is like freaking awake and like walking around. They can all hear me talking, but it's fine. So yeah, let's start with the that hurt, lol. So I definitely feel like people see you as definitely being someone that is like a bit of a low-key, like a heartbreaker. Like I feel like I can see people saying that, bro, like nah, like you broke my heart, bro. Like I can see people saying that, bro, like nah, like for real, like there's something different about you. Like I don't know, I feel like you have an ability to really get under people's skin, bro, for real. And like I said, influence people. Maybe you struggle making friends, because the shit says here, talking to my friends again, but I got the vibe where it's like maybe you don't have that many friends, and I feel like sometimes you struggle making friends as well. But I feel like at the same time you have a lot of connections but a little friends, connections over friends, my guys, period. Yes, okay. So I can see you really getting under people's skin, so it's kind of like seeing how you meet someone for the first time, bro. Oh my god, I'm getting Gemini energy. Like seeing how you met someone for the first time, I can see saying how you say something, I don't want to say rude, but you say something a bit rude, and it's like just like a bit like, oh, like a snide comment, maybe you say something just like a little bit petty, a little bit rude, a little bit of spice, and I can see it having a huge effect on people. It's kind of like people really take what you say literally, and to the fence, to the ear, to the freaking everything, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like if you even say, well, wait, maybe that's better. So it's like literally if you say anything, it's kind of like people really take it literally, bro, for real. So like I said, definitely kindness is the key, bro. Like, make sure you aren't like, like I said, tread lightly, bro, tread lightly, But yeah, I just feel like sometimes people see you as being someone that's like, sometimes you say things that are like very hurtful sometimes, and it's kind of like, yeah, people really take what you say, like I said, literally. So there is an energy about you as well, pile 6. And with the back of this card, I feel like people see you as being someone that is very, very, very nostalgic. I think you might be someone that loves writing love letters, because I'm even getting where it says, I love you in 1,000 unsaid ways. I feel like you're a very sweet person, I can see you being someone that loves wearing flannel shirts, or you like wearing button-up shirts, and like you look very nice when you wear that stuff, or like whenever you dress up very smart, like you look really nice as well, I can see you having a certain uniform for school or something, and I feel like you look so cute in that, bro, for real, bro. Or people feel like you look really nice in that as well. Or like when you wake up in the morning, like you look nice as well, definitely. Or like whenever you say, oh my god, like I look so ugly, like I look like such a mess right now, I feel like that's when you're freaking like the most beautiful, bro, for real. But yeah, people definitely see you as being someone that's really like, just checking off your milestones, because I feel like you've done so much in your life at such a young age, and it's kind of like really insane. Maybe you have already, bought your first house, bought your first apartment, or like maybe you opened a bank account, maybe you finished high school, maybe you did this. It's just so many milestones that I feel like people see you as like, basically reaching in your life as well. And I kind of feel like people see you like really running through life, bro, for real, you know, because the difference between a short film and a movie is a short film takes less time, and it's kind of like it's quicker and it's shorter, you know, whereas a movie, it's way more long term, and it's like at the end of the day, they're both things you can watch. That didn't make any sense, but I just feel like I'm trying to say, bro, people really see you flying through life, basically, you know. I feel like people see you as like, you know, like you've probably been like, say now you're like 24 years old. I feel like you've probably been 24 for like the last 18 years, or like you've been 24 for the last 50 years, you know what I mean? Or it's like whatever age you are, people feel like you've always been that age, you know. So it's like people find it hard to kind of see you like before. I don't know, but it's kind of like, I don't know, like maybe it's like, say now you died, you cut your hair or something, you know. It's kind of like now if you grow your hair out again, it's gonna be like for me example, like if I were to grow my hair out again, I can see people being like, oh my word, like what the heck, like that's weird, bro, you know. It's like people are so used to you now. It's kind of like if you were to do something different with your life, people are like, what the heck, you know. So and yeah, people definitely see you living on edge sometimes, really, like, you know, being a very dangerous person. So you definitely might even have a bucket list, and it's kind of like you have very dangerous things on your bucket list. So it's kind of like sometimes your goals and aspirations are very like, you know, out there, crazy, and it's kind of like, you know, be careful, okay, guys. I'm like low-key worried about you, but like not really. I feel like, you know, you got this, but it's like still like be safe, okay, freaking out. Like maybe you like want to do bungee jumping or something, or people feel like you want to like, I don't know, I can just see people being like very like, oh my god, like you're so crazy sometimes, you know, like you have crazy ideas and like awesome fantasies, but it's like it's intense, you know. So yeah, I didn't even talk about the short film that much. But yeah, short film, it's like talking about finding inspiration from people, finding inspiration from everyone, basically, you know. I'll link down another video, I think, where it was like, it's like about, and this is one YouTuber that I watch sometimes, and they make videos about like, you know, they'll ask random strangers like random questions. Like they'll say, what's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life? Or they'll say like, when's the last time you cried? Or like, you know, those type of questions. Like I'll link it down below, but it's really talking about, yeah, finding inspiration from anything, from anyone, bro, for real. You know, you might be starting a new venture in your life right now, and I feel like maybe you don't have that many support, or you don't have that much support from your friends and family. And I feel like people can see it in your life as well, you know, because maybe you don't talk about your family that much, or it's kind of like people feel like you've really gone through a lot in your life and you don't really talk about it sometimes. Like you just don't mention it ever, you know. Like saying that you just grew up with your mom, you just grew up with whoever, it's like you just don't mention your dad anymore, like you just don't mention it at all. Or maybe like I can even see you having, oh my god, I don't want to say it, but maybe like, I'm not gonna say it. I don't know, but I just feel like maybe like you've really gone through a lot, you know. Like I just feel like maybe you might have a disability or something, and I can just see people like being not awesome about you, like they're, I don't know, but it's like I just feel like you are very inspiring, bro, for real. And I feel like people see you as like, you know, being inspired by people as well. And yeah, so it was with the Knight of Pentacles, people definitely see you as being someone that really doesn't mind taking things slow as well, definitely. And then when they're talking to my friends again, I can see people like, you know, feeling like you have a very small group of friends as well, you know. And it's weird that you can see it, but I just feel like people see you as like, you know, being a very, like, you only talk to people that like you care about, like you don't talk to people that you don't care about, basically, you know. And it's kind of like, yeah, I can see people trying to come back into your life and you're not really caring about them anymore. So it's kind of like if people miss their chance with you, they miss their chance, that's it. And you don't like repeating yourself either, you know. Like I'm getting, for some reason, Cinderella even. Cinderella, Ariel, I don't know, maybe you're into gaming as well, definitely pile 6. And I can see people like talking about you also behind your back sometimes. And like, I feel like sometimes maybe you don't always express your feelings to people that you care about sometimes, yeah. Like maybe you show your love in like acts of services, like that's how you show your love, or like you okay, sorry about the pile number 6, but my camera died. Anyways, I was really saying like I feel like maybe sometimes it takes a very long time for you to open up to people, basically. Like you won't just be open with everyone that you meet, you know. You're someone that's definitely more low-key, and it's kind of like, yeah, you have to know someone before you really, you know, what to do anything, you know. It's kind of like maybe you are even thinking about saving yourself for marriage or something, or like you don't like getting intimate with people unless you are really close with them. Like you might not even be intimate with your friends and family. And yeah, like, I can just see you having scars and like having like you've been through a lot of things, you know, in your life, basically. Yeah, so when city wins the race, basically you take a while to open up, you take a while to, you know, approach things. Sometimes you aren't very direct with your words. The Seven of Pentacles, you know, again, talking about slow energy, talks about waiting for things to happen, you know. And the Nine of Wands talks about being very defensive as well. So people definitely see you as being very defensive and someone that waits for things and someone that is very patient as well. But people just see you coming to money very soon, but it's gonna, like, it's only like people are saying, like, you know, the short film comes first and the movie come afterwards, you know. Or it's kind of like you have to write a script before you can have a short film, you know. Like you have to have an idea before you can like, you know, execute a plan. And I kind of feel like people see you as, like, you know, being in your planning stage right now, you know. I feel like you're at a certain point and place in your life right now, and it's kind of like people can see you that you're busy doing that one thing, you know. See, now you're a student right now, but you're studying towards being something else, you know. And I can kind of feel like people see you as, like, you know, you're on your way to, like, you know, where you want to be in life, basically, you know. You're on your way towards that, you know. And like a side note can be, I can even see you, like, you getting into a relationship very soon, you know. Maybe you've been single for such a long time, and I can see people seeing you being very single. Or I can see people saying, like, bro, like, you're gonna definitely settle down very soon. Or I can see people saying, like, bro, like, you're on your way to, like, you know, where you want to be in life, basically, you know. And yeah, I can see you, like, you know, being someone that likes putting up walls and boundaries with people, but I can see you really taking down those walls and, like, you know, just having healthier boundaries as well. But the Four of Cups, sometimes people see you as being someone that really likes, you know, being in your own head. I feel like you love listening to music, you love, like, you know, having a good time. I feel like you like spending time with your friends, but at the same time you like spending time with yourself as well. And, like, you like getting things done, definitely. I can see you being someone that prefers working over, you know, maybe a night out or something. Or maybe you're someone that, like, if you drink alcohol, you only drink a specific type or something. Like, I can see you definitely having a very particular taste, a particular style about yourself, definitely. And yeah, sometimes maybe certain people don't interest you, you know. Maybe it's kind of like you meet a lot of people in your life and it's kind of like not everybody's interesting to you, you know. I can see you meeting someone and then being like, oh my god, like, they're so boring. And it's kind of like, maybe you even say it aloud or something, like maybe you'll be like, bro, you're so boring. Or, like, I don't know, like, I can see you being in a conversation with someone and then people feeling like you aren't interested in them, you know. And then it's kind of like, yeah. But, like, the Ace of Energy, where it's kind of like sometimes you can be very apathetic to people, but I feel like at the same time you're someone that knows how to remove yourself from people, you know. It's kind of like if someone's saying, you know, dark energy, dark vibes, bad vibes, I feel like you already know how to, you know, work the evil eye and, like, you know how to send it back to them, you know. So it's like whatever bad energy you're busy sending me, bro, 10 times back to you. And I feel like you know how to work with your karma as well. And especially with the Hangman coming up, you know, you're very spiritual as well, definitely. I feel like you're very enlightened and you know how to handle your own business as well, definitely, you know. You know how to clean after yourself. If you go out to eat, you always clean up the plate, or, like, you're a very clean and tidy person as well. Or at least that's how they see you, know, like, your clothes are always ironed. You, like, yeah, your pants are always ironed. Like, you like wearing pants and shirts, you like dressing up whenever you go out, you know. But at the same time, I can see you, like, you know, being sweats all the time. But, like, I can also see you being someone that's like, when you dress up, bro, you dress up. And people are like, damn, man, like, when you dress up, you look so good, okay? So that's what I got for point number 6. I really hope the video resonated as well. I love you so mother freaking much. I hope you guys know, okay? And I'll see you in another video. And also, don't forget to comment down below other video suggestions. I haven't said that in such a while, but guys, comment down below. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye.